joining us again. This is the last session for today. It's still the parable of the voice masterclass, and I have the master himself on set right now. He has a very short time to spend with us before rushing to the airport, and I want him to just have time to talk generally. He's a veteran. He's someone that has been there for a very long time. He has tarried long like the cedar of Lebanon, and I want to, if anybody should talk about this, he should be the one talking about it. What is it when we talk about hustle, struggling, depression in music industry, whether it's an entertainment person, or you are a music minister, you work for the church, or you are the clergy? How do we handle this? This is the point I want him to come in. Welcome to Parable of the Voice Masterclass, Dr. Panaam Percy Paul.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
It means a lot.
Thanks. Well, you just talked about hustles and hassles and all of that, and depression, in the music industry, or specifically music ministry.
Yeah.
I think the first thing to look at actually is what really is depression and how does it come about. Depression is simply defined as a mental state of inactivity. That is, you get to a point where you are feeling blue, feeling low, and actually it means you are at a point of no hope. You've gotten to that point where nothing has worked out thus far, and you don't actually see anything happening.
Okay.
And that state of inactivity, both mental or spiritual, so that's psychological, that is actually what is called depression. But then how is it caused, or how does it come about? It comes about by frustration. Now that's another big word.
Another big word.
What is frustration? Frustration is defined as an accumulation of unfulfilled desires. So when you have an accumulation of unfulfilled desires, you become depressed. Because at that point, you're like, okay, nothing is going to work out. So you are at a point of hopelessness because it does not make sense anymore. And this is, from my experience, what really brings that about, especially with music ministry or music ministers or in the music industry generally. It is that I think we think too highly of ourselves.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
What
So we
is
set, no. In fact, the Bible never says you should think highly of yourself. It says you should think of someone more highly than yourself. We have this mentality that once someone is making it, we should actually be the ones making it, because we think that we're better than the person, and so we should be the ones really excelling and not that person. Now that is a sense of pride, and it's actually foolish pride. Goal setting is fantastic. However, do not set goals that are too far-fetched. What has helped me to excel, if I would use that word, is that I honestly never set goals that are so big. My goals are so small, and it encourages me once I'm able to achieve that tiny little thing. It tells me there is hope.
Wow.
And then I move on to achieving another one. Another tiny one. And then another tiny one. And you see, by the time you take a look at the tiny goals you have achieved, you've achieved everything.
Of success.
That's it. So now you have accumulation of successes and not failures. So if people are able to really come down from their story building, they've already set their goals. I am the next big thing to happen. You're next in line for a miracle, like we say.
Yes.
And then when that miracle doesn't happen, we feel that God doesn't love us. However, what is a miracle? A miracle is the ability to stay alive. The fact that you are alive is a miracle. The fact that you can think is a miracle.
Wow.
The fact that you can look at someone and sing a song to that person, whether money comes out of it or doesn't, be happy that you've made someone happy. And that is a goal already achieved. For example, when you sing, take a look at the faces of people. How do they feel? Do they feel happy? At the end of it, do they tell you, oh, I think that song was for me?
Have you been like that?
Myself?
Yes.
Oh, I've been in very, very depressing situations.
Okay.
I mean, there's nobody that is, immune, to all of these pressures. They're daily things that happen, and they have to do with our decisions. And every day we have choices, and then we have to decide. If you decide to go with a very, very mighty vision, then it is not impossible. It's just that mighty visions take a long time. So are you willing to wait that long? For example, 30 years, 40 years to be able to achieve that goal.
We're setting the vision, we didn't know it would take 30 years.
Yeah, but
we're just like what happened tomorrow.
Okay, for example, Joseph was 17 when he dreamt his dream of being served and all of that.
Yes.
But it took exactly 13 years from the time he had his vision to when the fulfillment. 13 years. Now that's at that time. For us today, it could probably take much longer because the traffic is so high.
It's so high.
Very, very huge traffic. So here is my advice. Stop setting those unbelievable goals.
Wow.
Set very tiny, small
Think
goals.
big, bro. Think big. Think
No,
big. You are big.
No. Honestly, we are bigger than we can ever think. Because when God made us, He made us completely packaged. So what you are thinking about, even as a thinker or as a vision, is a thing that you are actually far higher than. You're already above your vision. However, you need to come down to the foundation before you can build and get to that vision. So what we do not know or we don't take into cognizance of is that we think that just because we have the vision now, then tomorrow morning is going to be fulfilled. That is our problem. And that is the reason we get frustrated. And then we get depressed. And before then, there are suicidal thoughts. And before you know it, you even die while you're still alive.
Can I break you a little bit? Unfortunately, we don't live this world alone. We live with other people who are using bigger cars, live in beautiful houses, travel by first class, business class, and you just sit down there. How can you just get into that space of just being happy for singing for one person and feeling the happiness in their face?
Let me tell you one of my secrets, if it is a secret at all. I have never planned in my life, and I don't plan up to today to minister to more than 20 people. So it does not matter how large your so-called event is. My mind is programmed to minister to 20 people. So if I have a little more than 20, I have too many. The question here is, why did Jesus start with 12? It is because 12 people psychologically are the most effective, or rather is the most effective number of people you can communicate with, and each person will actually hear you. Now even amongst the 12, one was a traitor. The other denied him. The other doubted him. So out of 12, you had 9 people. And you would think that those 9 were faithful. No, they actually ran away. So after spending 3.5 years with only 12 people, none of them could survive. Until at the end of the day, when the mind of Christ got into them by reason of the Holy Spirit, that was when they started understanding what the Lord has been saying for all those 3.5 years. So I never set such mighty goals, when you're going to minister. Oh, how large is the crowd? No, sir. Your crowd should be one person, and that is God.
Yes, your audience of one. You don't trying to process it myself there.
So that's the reason I'm never depressed.
Wow.
Never. I can never be depressed. Because I understand the secret. I know how it comes about. I never set these mighty goals of you must have a jeep. You know, you must fly first class and all of that stuff. It's not a goal, it's not a dream. Because unbelievers do it without praying. So my goal should be the thing I can achieve by prayer. That is, it is too much for my physical abilities that I need God's grace to be able to achieve them. And those are the things I call goals.
So, in other words, if we look away from the successes of people around us, what they flaunt in our face, what they show us, we could just be happy with whatever God has blessed us with.
I wish you could go back to their houses and actually meet them one-on-one and find out if they are actually successful.
Wow.
You know, all these things are distractions to the real thing. Why is it that successful people commit suicide? Our so-called successful people.
Yeah.
I was in California when Robin Williams, the big star, the actor who acted Mrs. Doubtfire, committed suicide before he was 60. And this is a person that made everybody laugh. So successful and very wealthy, but yet depressed to the point of committing suicide. What will make someone like Michael Jackson depend on drugs or painkillers? It is because even the arbitrary success did not make him feel successful. So he needed some extra panel beating, you know, of his face and of his nose for him to appear successful.
What is success?
Success.
You know when you get it.
You are just success.
You are.
God did not make failure. When He made you right in your mother's womb, you were a genius. You don't need anything to be you. You are simply you. You are good. You're just good. Anything on the outside is fake.
How do you achieve something in life?
What do you want to achieve other than being yourself? There is nothing else.
Dr. Panaam is blowing my mind and changing my philosophy. How do you want to become somebody in life?
What is the somebody? What is somebody?
Somebody is someone making global impact, touching lives around the globe.
Excuse me.
Making a difference.
I learned so much from the Lord Jesus. The Bible never said he traveled around the globe. He did not make global impact. He was a local success. He was a local champion. The Bible said Jesus, within the 250 kilometer radius of where he ever traveled to, was doing good. So he was known for something, and that is doing good. He never traveled abroad. It was his fame that went abroad.
Okay, what about Amos that was supposed to preach in Samaria, Judea, and to the uttermost part of the earth?
Yeah, have you finished preaching in the Samaria or the Jerusalem?
I am preaching this.
No, why not just remain in Jerusalem? When you do Jerusalem, the people from Samaria will come meet you in Jerusalem. When they encounter what you have, they will take it back to Samaria.
All right, wow. Okay, this is, because of your time, there's a story I read about Mordecai and Haman. Actually, chapter 2, verse 27 to 31 was talking about Mordecai discovering a plot. Two people that wanted to kill the king. And chapter 3, verse 1 says promotion came onto Haman instead. I was like, these things happen to us, it's relatable. Every time you do something, you work and do the hard work, but the blessing goes to some other people who are manipulative or using witchcraft. You see them always doing eye service, but you that you are serving sincerely, you are just depending on favor, you are just depending on whatever you can get from God. You are limited. And I look at it, I feel like this is real witchcraft at work, right there.
Let's find out from Mordecai, how did he feel people in church who do that. Oh yeah, I've heard about them. You know, I've heard about them, and it's very unfortunate.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah.
It's actually very unfortunate because that is not success. Already you've sold your soul, and that is not success. You're already a failure.
And these people are inside church. They are getting paid to perform.
You know, church is a conglomerate of so many people. So we have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And not everybody who sits in church is church.
Yeah, including clergy. Yes.
I mean, not everybody. So
not everybody, yes. Yeah, because this kind of people, I know that in the music ministry you've been there for a very long time. I don't know how many people you've met in this one life, but quite a number of them, you know, who are getting into using other mediums to get popularity, to get fame, to get money, to get into these powerful positions. And church, now having gotten to that stage, church is embracing them, inviting them, giving them so much money to have them on their platforms, and thereby they are confusing the church. So the young ones feel like, why do I wait? Why can't I just use the medium to make myself big, powerful?
Yeah, that's all right. If you want to do that, it's okay. But just remember that for everything there is a sacrifice and it's blood. So on this side of Christianity, someone has to pay for you, and he already did, and that's Jesus Christ our Lord. So on the other side, if you have to get their services, the services of witchcraft, for you to succeed, then your blood also must be laid on the line. So some way, somehow, blood has to be shed. So anybody who is willing to shed his blood for, you know, a menial, you know, acquisition of physical, mundane, fading things, it's a pity. But I don't go for such things.
In closing, that when I'm going to put in my heart to mentor 1,000 people the next 1 year, call it the Glory Rise team, because God showed me a revelation of what I'm just telling you about quite a number of musicians who are using mediums, bloodshed, in the coven of witches.
You know, sorry to interject. Instead of using all that effort, taking all that effort, spending all that money to consult witch doctors, why not spend the same effort and the same money to consult God?
Because God is hard to wait for God.
Really?
Yes. How
God
is
how long does
God
it
say,
take?
I'm coming.
Yes.
I'm telling you the reality of life.
No.
So they just feel like I get it done.
I am more real than you are and than those people are. When you grow older, then you will understand that life is actually supposed to be slow.
Life is supposed to be slow.
Yeah. We get faster than life. Let me tell you, you know, there are goals are already set by God. There's a program already in life. So the things that you're supposed to achieve when you're 40, if you achieve them when you're 20, what do you do when you're 40? Frustrated.
Yes.
What you're supposed to achieve at 60, if you achieve it at 30, then you arrive at the age 60, what do you have? Emptiness. And that is really what brings about all of this, you know.
Depression.
Now, how many of these people that have used all the juju and how many of them have actually succeeded in having a peaceful life between the age of 50 to 70? Yeah.
We even made the research today that they will last, whether clergy, whether music, last maximum 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, they last longer. Total age lifespan is about 50, 55. They hardly hit 60 and they're gone.
Something's happening in Lagos right now when you are boiling your meat. In order to save time, I heard that they put paracetamol analgesic into your to make the meat cook faster. And they now realize it's having adverse effect on people. You see,
there's a time
when you are trying to fast track,
everything has been set for life. All you need to do is slow down. I discovered that, honest, and I'm not being philosophical, neither am I trying to be funny, but I've discovered that God is not as fast as we think. It's actually very slow. We are actually faster than Him. So for you to catch up with God, you need to slow down.
For you to catch up with God, you need to slow down. That's a teachable quote right there.
Because He's very, very slow.
It's very, very
slow is because he has seen it all. So he has come back to help us.
Is there any way we can help God?
How do you help him? When he's finished everything.
I don't know.
How do you help the person who helps you?
To be sure that we are on the same track with God, to be sure that we are not just, laid back and being complacent.
Okay, why do we call it waiting on God?
Waiting on God.
And we slow down, and we fast, and we pray. We get into this point of inactivity, and we stop. Why do the military have what is called retreat? It is because you've tried going forward, and there is, there is an opposition that is making you go to. So you need to slow down, go back, re-strategize, and see, what am I doing that is wrong? Then you approach again. And nobody advances fast. There is no military attack that is done fast. It is always very slow. So if you have to engage with God, I can tell you the truth, slow down.
Can you be too slow?
You can never be too slow. Because once you are slow, he will push you.
Wow, that was so mind-blowing right there. Okay, on a closing note, I just want you to encourage upcoming artists in the entertainment industry.
Well, I think I've said quite a lot, and slow down. And I think that's what I would say. Just slow down, because success is already there. You're already successful. So there's nothing for you to do to be who you are.
Wow.
Just being who you are is the best you can ever be. I love you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Panaam, for coming on the show. And Dr. Panaam's birthday is coming December 14th, but mine comes before his birthday. He always says I'm 4 days older than he is. I think he's right. I'm dropping the music on December 10th. Please look out. We're signing up on today's episode. Today's masterclass, Parable of the Voice. Remember to go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Lady PMA to be a part of the food bank initiative. We have a lot of food to share only for people in Abuja. But we have other gifts packed there. You can be a part of it. Follow on Instagram and put in the comment section that you are following for the gift so that we can have a way to randomly select and send your gift to you. Thank you so much for all of you that have joined us on today's Parable of the Voice Masterclass. It's been awesome. You can continue to follow us for more questions and for more information. You can also get more mentorship from Dr. Panaam. You can follow him on his page as well. Thank you, everybody. I say thank you to all my team who have been in the house. Can you please make a clap for yourself? God bless you. Pastor Oches, God bless you. Pastor James, God bless you. Sister Shola, my roommate, God bless you. Sister MJ, God bless you. TJ, God bless you, the guy. And Ogochukwu, God bless you. My brother on the camera, God bless you. And Dr. Panaam Percy Paul, God bless you.
Thank you very much.
PMA, God bless you. Bye-bye, everybody.